Hi everyone, it's Heather and Lara, the managers here at William and Julia Shaw Jewellers. We're back with episode 14 of Gin and Gems.
This week we're focusing on the organic gem pearl, and given that Akoya pearl farming began and continues in Japan, we've chosen to pair it with Roku Gin, which is crafted by Japanese artisans.
We both adore pearls and there's so much to know about this amazing material, so please indulge our obsession. Perhaps one of the best loved gems of all time, pearls, both natural and cultured, occur in a wide variety of colours. The most familiar colours are white and cream, but the palette of pearl colours extends to almost every hue. There are two main classifications for pearls, either natural or cultured pearls. Natural pearls form in the bodies or mantle tissue of certain mollusks, usually around a microscopic irritant, and always without human help of any kind. Cultured pearls, on the other hand, require human intervention and care, and today most of the mollusks used in the culturing process are raised specifically for that purpose. To begin the process, a skilled technician takes the mantle tissue from a sacrificial mollusk of the same species and inserts a shell bead along with a small piece of the mantle tissue into a host mollusk. The mantle tissue then grows and forms a sac around it, secreting nacre inward onto the bead and eventually forms the cultured pearl itself. Workers tend to the mollusks until the cultured pearls are ready to be harvested.
People have coveted natural pearls as symbols of wealth and status for thousands of years. A Chinese historian recorded the oldest written mention of natural pearls in 2206 BC. As the centuries progressed, desire for natural pearls remained strong. Members of royal families, as well as wealthy citizens in Asia and Europe, treasured natural pearls and passed them from generation to generation. From those ancient times until the discovery of the New World in 1492, the outstanding sources of natural pearls were the Persian Gulf, the waters of Ceylon, now Sri Lanka, Chinese rivers and lakes, and the rivers of Europe. However, during Christopher Columbus's third and fourth voyages to the New World, he repeatedly encountered native people adorned with natural pearls. His discovery of natural pearl sources in the waters of present-day Venezuela and Panama had intensified demand in Europe. However, within 100 years, these natural pearl sources had declined due to overfishing, pearl culturing and drilling. Today, pearl is recognised as a birthstone for June and is often given as a gift or worn to weddings.
Here we've chosen a sumptuous selection of pearl jewellery items, all available to buy on our website wjshawjewellers.co.uk in the pearl section. First up, we have these 9-carat white gold river pearl drop earrings mounted on hook fittings. These are suitable for day to night wear, an ideal pair of earrings for your jewellery box, and are priced at £165. This, in my opinion, is an extremely classy piece of jewellery. There's some beautiful bouton-shaped river pearls suspended on this bracelet, and it features 9-carat yellow gold little beads in between. It's priced at just £325, and we do also do a matching necklace and earrings as well. We simply had to highlight this gorgeous graduated row of cultured river pearls in the vintage style. This necklace is at 18-inch length and is priced at £485, but like all our pearl necklaces can be done to order, so to suit your budget and pearl size requirements. So now it's time for the gin analysis. We have selected Roku Gin as it's apparently a perfectly balanced, exceptional gin, combining 6 distinctive Japanese botanicals with 8 traditional botanicals. Crafted with meticulous attention to detail, Roku is the prestigious gin that offers the best of every season.
The Roku Gin bottle is designed to reflect the aesthetics of Japan, with the 6 natural Japanese botanicals embossed on the hexagonal bottle, symbolising Roku, which means 6 in Japanese. The bottle label is printed on washi paper, further highlighting Japanese craftsmanship, while the bold calligraphy running across the label emphasises this feeling. This all sounds very clever and well thought through, so let's see what we make of it. Well, go in for our usual sniff test.
A sniff test.
Ooh,
Oh, it's a goodie.
This is exciting.
This is a goodie.
It's a lively one.
It is lively.
Lots of different flavours, scents in there.
I mean, we're looking for things. Well, I say we're looking with our noses for things like.
Continue.
Sorry, she's gone. we are trying to smell green tea and
Cherry blossom.
among other things. So let's see. I'm not sure I can pick out either of those individual flavours, I must admit. But
No.
the whole combination of all of those millions of botanicals is working really well for
It's
me.
a
on the
scent
sniff test.
explosion.
It's a scent explosion, but in a good way.
Yes.
Right?
So let's do the raw test.
I'm going to have to cheers because
Cheers.
Here we go. Ooh. Oh, I'm getting like, it's quite like fresh. I'm getting a lot of like zingy sensations drinking that. Do you want me to carry on talking now? Okay, I'll carry on talking. So I'm getting lots of zingy fresh sensations from this gin. It smells great. I'm enjoying the smell as I'm drinking it. And
I'm back in the room now.
oh,
It's a hard hitter in the raw gin test, because of all of the amazingness inside.
Okay.
So I think we should add the tonic and
Should add
just
a little bit of
tone
tonic.
it down a smidge. But
Let's take it to the real, how we would normally be
Wow.
enjoying this gin with a splash of Fevertree's finest.
I don't think adding the tonic actually changes it that much because it is such a powerhouse of scent that
You're still getting that.
you're still getting everything.
The true flavour, like the true aroma of this gin coming through the tonic, which is
Definitely.
really promising, isn't it?
Well, let's go for it then.
Shall we? Cheers.
Cheers! There's a scent in there that I can't identify. And it's like a darker scent. Almost like peppery.
Yeah, I know what you mean, that kind of.
It's still fresh, light, and full of flavour.
Is it more the tea, because you do get quite like a
Bittery.
bitter sensation from
Yes.
green tea, so I would suspect that you're getting the
Green tea, yes.
But it's a really, really delicious gin. I'm really enjoying the taste, and just with the simple premium tonic water.
Yeah.
You don't need to zazz this up with other flavoured tonics.
It's a classic.
It's a classic G&T as is. You can
Really
put
like
simple
some of that.
accompaniments with, but really you could just enjoy this as is with the tonic. It's wonderful.
You know what I'm going to say about this? You know the Whitley
Right,
Neal
Tony.
was a flavour explosion.
Going back to Willie Neal's again.
I know. But this
But
is
oh my
also a flavour explosion, and it's a different gin experience, but it's like a heightened gin experience. I'm in.
I mean, the Japanese are very meticulous as a nation. Like, they have the reputation for that attention to detail, and I do think that this gin is no exception. You can see that they've put the work into the branding, the quality of the bottle and presentation, and the contents of that bottle are equally, if not more important in this case.
Absolutely.
They haven't copped out on the contents in any way.
That's
Like I
it.
say,
As I said, it's a well thought through, like, bottle design, but also gin as well. Like you say, the mixture of the Japanese botanicals with traditional gin botanicals.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a goodie.
It is a goodie. It is a goodie. You can sit here and drink this, I imagine, quite happily, and like just enjoy the flavours. When you start to get into it, if you're interested in breaking it down into all of those different sensations, and it's got that too.
Like I say, I feel like my
Right,
mouth's like
combination.
just still kind of going over everything. Like it is a good one.
It is a good
I'm pleased.
I'm in.
So, Miss Shaw, where does your visualisation take us this week?
Well, where do you think? It's the season for the blossom trees, so naturally we're in a Japanese garden, and we're surrounded by the beautiful rocks and the little cherry blossoms twinkling down around us. I'm probably breaking Japanese traditions when I say this, because I know that things have to be done in a certain way, so apologies for that. But in Heather's visualisation world, we're kind of going off into a mystical land, so that's allowed.
Yeah.
So, tranquil gardens, beautiful blossoms,
And besties.
light, delicious gin and tonic, and of course, besties.
Besties, bombshell and bling.
All the way.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, everyone. So now time for the scores, and as before we'll score the gin on 1 appearance, 2 nose and 3 palate.
And for the gems, we're rating by 1 appearance, 2 wearability and 3 desirability. So,
Wow.
the gin.
The gin.
The Roku Gin.
For me, I absolutely love this gin, and it's one of those things I would always say to people, have this in your gin cabinet because it's excellent. I love the experience of drinking it, I love the smell of it, I love the presentation of it, and I love the idea behind it. So I'm going full 10s on this gin.
I really love it, but and it is very classic, but I will deduct half a point because, you know, when I think about the Sharish and the excitement that we had when we poured it in and the colour change, I mean, I think everything is so well thought through. The 6, the hexagonal bottle, the paper, everything, and the flavour explosion was immense. But does it change colour?
Doesn't change colour. Unfortunately, I think Lara's going to find that we're really limited on gin options that change colour going forward, so you might find there's a bit of a cap in her scoring. But it's whatever floats your boat. There's no judgment.
No rules when we
we're not going to judge you on your opinions here on Gin and Gems. Everyone can say what they think.
So it's 9.5 from me.
Yeah, and I'm giving it a 10. I'm giving it a full 10 just because I think it ticks all the boxes for me. Like I say, I love the colour change element of the Sharish. It's really fun. But this is a good elite drinking experience for me, yeah.
And I would also say that it's paired quite well with Pearl because Pearl is a classic.
Yeah.
And so, where are we going to go with the scoring for Pearl?
Well, like I said, with the Roku, Pearl is very much the elite experience, as you were explaining, Lara. It's been treasured by humankind since, you know, years and like thousands of years ago. People have always, you know, been fascinated by this curious substance, and I think that historical connection, the fact that, you know, royalty, even more so than something like diamonds are forever, but pearls have always been there. They've always been so highly prized.
I think back to my kind of history degree, and I think back to portraits of Elizabeth I decked in pearls, and it was just such a symbol of wealth and importance that, you know, it is pretty special. But we do love Pearl ourselves.
We personally love Pearl, but I will also add in as a sort of modern cultural reference, I've just watched the NFL draft for American football, and some of the young college football stars wearing their suits going to be chosen by their NFL football teams. Some of those guys are wearing pearls, like man pearls is
they're
thing.
in.
So Walter Raleigh, eat your heart out.
And
Man pearls is back.
Well, you know, Jackie Kennedy said pearls are always appropriate.
Yeah.
And we couldn't agree more.
We couldn't agree more. Like you say,
the only little downside, teeny wee little
yes,
downside.
we do have to mention the teeny wee downside. They are quite a soft material. Being an organic and natural material, you would expect that you have to take a lot of extra care with pearls, and they don't stand up to wear and tear the same as your harder gemstones like your diamonds and sapphires. You know, pearl is right down there, 2.5, well, 2.5 to 3.5 on most scales. So a pearl ring does need care and attention. Anything on the hands and wrists. Neck wearing earrings not so bad. They'll keep that luster for a good long time. But
just
periodically,
don't spray, hairspray,
no
perfume.
sprays, no fake tans,
No.
no perfumes, and periodically your pearl necklace will obviously need restringing as the thread starts to loosen over time if you're wearing it regularly. So there is a little bit of love and maintenance and care connected to this precious material. That, if any, is the downside.
But, you know, if it's suitable for Elizabeth I and Jackie Kennedy, then I think we're in good company.
We're in good company there. So again,
Scores-wise then?
Oh, it's really hard because scores-wise, I so want to give Pearl 10 out of 10 because I've always loved it. Like I say, pair of pearl stud earrings with a t-shirt and jeans is great. Equally, you could be going to a white tie function, someone's wedding.
Or, you know, someone could buy a beautiful pair of pearl earrings for your wedding day, just as you did for my wedding day. Stunning. So
ultimate gift.
That's it. Absolutely.
So it's really hard. I really want to give them 10 out of 10, but Lara swayed me with the hardness issue because it is something that we need to be aware of. So I'm gonna have to go.
Just a little half mark.
I'm going 9.75.
Oh,
breaking some marks.
Okay.
Before, but I've got to do it. I can't go down to 9.5. Is too harsh for me. I'm sorry.
I'm going to go 9.5. So I think fair play. 9.75, 9.5.
All right. Well, we're kind of
We're on the same
Yeah.
wavelength for a change.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely for sure.
Well, cheers to that.
Oh, yes, I'll definitely drink to that. Cheers, matey.
Cheers,
Cheers,
everyone.
everyone else.
Thanks again for tuning in to Gin and Gems with us. We hope you've enjoyed learning all about Pearl and the amazing Roku Gin.
It's sayonara from us for now, but don't forget to tune in to our bloopers tomorrow. We'll be back next week with more Pearls of Wisdom.
Chin chin, everyone.
The mantle tissue grows and forms a sac around it and then secretes the nacre inward onto the bead and eventually forms a cultured pearl. Workers tend the mollusks under the cultured
Until
the cultured pearls are ready to be harvested. Harvested.
Oh no! As the centuries progressed, desire for natural pearls remained strong. Members of royal families, as well as wealthy citizens.
So, now time for the gin analysis. We've selected Roku Gin as it is apparently a perfectly balanced, exceptional gin, combining 6 distinctive Japanese botanicals with 8 traditional botanicals, crafted with meticulous attention. It's a new word.
Attention, I love it.
Attention, made it up. Heard it here first.
We do this a lot though, don't we? In that we just amalgamate words.
Amalgamate words.
It makes our life easier,
words, we can
and
have one word.
we understand each other. So
Yeah.
get on the same page. You have to get on the same page as us.
Yeah. Sadly.
The Roku Gin bottle is designed to reflect the aesthetics of Japan, with the 6 natural Japanese botanicals embossed on the hexagonal bottle, symbolising Roku, which means 6 in Japanese. The bottle label is printed on
washi.
The bottle label is printed on washi paper, further highlighting Japanese craftsmanship, while the bold calligraphy running across the label emphasises this feeling. That all sounds very clever.
Clever
But
indeed.
I put they.
But you
so
put it wrong.
I did not reread my script. Thanks again for tuning in to Gin and Gems with us. We hope you've enjoyed learning all about Pearl and the amazing Roku Gin.
It's sayonara for now, but don't forget to tune in tomorrow for our bloopers reel. I did all that wrong. I said all the words in the wrong order. Cheers, everyone else.
Happy days.